Okay, we're here at Mike's Backyard Bees. We're going in for basically a hive inspection. You can see all the bees on the top of the inner cover. And keep in mind we have 1, 2, 3 brood chambers down below the queen extruder. This small strip here that basically has wire mesh in there that the queen cannot get up into the top. So these 3 chambers, or supers if you will, are where the queen will lay the eggs, the larvae, and create new bees. These 2 are for the honey. This one was full the last time, so we added this top box. So basically we're just checking the top box today to see how the activity looks, to see in terms of what we're going to potentially harvest this year. Remember, those of you that have followed us for a year, that last year we didn't harvest any honey. We left it in for the bees to consume, and I think it carried them through most of the winter, but we had such a long drawn out winter that all of our bees died. So what we're now looking to see, we're looking for the activity here since we've last put this in. And remember, these are frames here that basically come covered in that black wax, and this here is the comb that the bees, you can see that's very light, it's comb or wax that the bees will create. They've done all that, and they will build that out till it gets about even with the wood. Then they'll fill these with honey and then cover them or cap them. Watch. And once they're covered and capped, that's the honey that we can harvest. Now you can see that they haven't done very much with this one. This is a very outer frame, and they typically will work from the inner to the outer. So we're just doing a check. We're going to come in and check an inner frame just to see how much more active the inner frames are. Because we're trying to see if they're going to get this top box capped with honey for us that we can harvest. We're pretty certain we're going to harvest this box here and see. Now here's one that's more in the middle, and what we're looking for, it's very heavy. So you can see that they've drawn the comb out. And this is a great example. The comb is drawn out almost even with the wood. You can see those cells, if you will. And the cells, if you can see, they're shiny. That's the honey that's in the cells, but it's not been covered or capped. Once the bees get that to the right moisture content, they will then go ahead and cover it with a wax covering. It'll look white, almost whitish color. I'll see if I have any in this box. But you can see that one, that they've started to fill that with the honey. And once they get it filled with honey, then they'll cap it. And once it's capped, then you can harvest. I don't see this one here. I don't see any that are capped, but they're doing a good job in terms of drawing out the comb and filling the comb with honey. These frames, if you were to pick them up, they're very heavy. So you can see that when it's shiny. And they're basically in the process of filling that with honey, and then they will cap it for us. Okay? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I don't see if any of these have been capped yet. I don't think so. So what I'll do is I'll pull a box off a frame from the bottom, but they're doing a nice job in drawing out the comb. We don't have to add another box here. But it'd be nice if they filled this box, because here we should get about 40 pounds of honey. So if we can get 40 pounds of honey out of here, and we get this capped, and we can get somewhere between 20 and 40. 40 is normally at the high end, but if we got something like that, we'd have a nice harvest this year, for sure. So give me a couple of minutes here to pop this box off.